All right, good day, good day. Riley and I are back on the Appalachian Trail. It is Monday. Riley, hold up. Monday, September 30th. Day number 151, I believe. Yep, 151. And Riley and I are fresh off a wonderful stay at the main roadhouse. And we got a ride back to the trail this morning with two other hikers, 3M and Loose Screw. And they are ahead of us now, a little bit ahead of us. And so Riley is super energized to go forward and try to catch up to them, but I don't think we're going to unless they stop and take a break. Dick Brown's Bridge. Riley, slow down, buddy. Slow down. Riley, slow down, sir. It's okay, Riley. Riley, slow down. It's okay. It's a beautiful day today. Riley, hold up, buddy. Yesterday, the clouds actually moved in the late afternoon as we were getting close to the road, main Route 27. This day is starting off very nice. But it's about 10. We didn't leave the hostel until like 9:15 or so, or a little after 9. So it's probably about 10 a.m. now. So it's had plenty of time to warm up. And we have a big climb today. We're doing the mountain range known as the Bigelows. So there's like something called the West Peak of the Bigelow Mountains that we're going to get to. And there's probably other peaks, but I don't think the AT goes over the other peaks. But the AT does go over the West Peak. And then further after that, we may not get there today. There's a mountain called Little Bigelow. But the first couple miles of the hike have been nice and easy coming off the road. And will you shush, calm down, Mr. Riley? It's okay. So, but we're going to be starting the uphill. This might be it right here. I'm not sure, but regardless, if this isn't it, we'll be starting the uphill pretty soon. And I'm just content to take it nice and easy, nice and slow. Just content that we're making progress. Riley and I ate what's a good word to describe a lot, Riley? We ate I'm thinking of using the word ton. So like something ton of food. We ate I'll just say we ate a boatload of food. So when we the main roadhouse, it's owned by two ladies. They're both named Jen. And they're good friends. They're not, I mean, it's none of my business, but they're not like partners. They're just friends that decided to open the hostel together. Hold up, buddy. Is there anything in here? Yeah. And the hostel is like 8 miles away from where the AT crosses the road. So fortunately, I did have cell service at the road last night when we got there. We got there a little before 6 p.m. And so I was able to call and request a ride, and they were able to come pick me up. And before we went back to the hostel, the one Jen that picked me up drove me to a grocery store, a small grocery store. But, you know, they still had basically everything that I could possibly want there. Because the first question I had was, do you have dog food? And so she drove me to the grocery store to get dog food. And I also picked up a few other items for my resupply. I decided not to get oatmeal because they had the oatmeal was kind of like overpriced in my opinion, but they had another cereal, some like Ezekiel cereal, something like that, that was discounted. So I was able to get a bunch of stuff that was kind of discounted at the grocery store for my resupply. And then we got back to the hostel, and she gave me a little tour, and we actually stayed in a private room because they don't allow dogs in the bunkhouse. The bunkhouses, the beds in the bunkhouse are $40 per night, and the private rooms are priced depending on the type of bed, like what's in the room. And so I just got the most basic room, which was like a single twin bed, and Riley and I shared the bed. And that was only $10 more than the bunkhouse. So so the total cost for staying there was $50, which I was perfectly fine with, because we really needed food. And and we also got a comfortable night's stay. Yeah, and I had a really nice conversation with the Jen that picked me up. She told me that the place used to be a logging hostel when it was run by a previous owner, and they started the hostel in 2021. And so this hostel was not around when I did my first hike in 2018. And I also learned about the horrible hurricane that occurred like 2 or 3 days ago, Hurricane Helene. I had not heard anything about that before Jen told me about it when she was driving me back. So I assume everyone that's watching this has probably heard about it by the time this video posts. But I was kind of in shock when I heard about all the damage that was caused, in particular to the AT. But not just the AT, like so many other areas, so many other people impacted. Anyway, so I heard about that, but as far as our stay at the hostel, the only bad thing is I didn't get much sleep because I was so busy, like eating and feeding Riley, and then I didn't get to bed till like past 3 a.m. last night. I gave my parents a call, and I called another friend, and I had some conversations with another hiker. Anyway, so yeah, stuff just takes a long time. But even though I didn't get to bed until very late, I was still able to fall asleep, and I don't feel terrible this morning. I don't feel like I got an awful sleep. As long as I'm able to get like a little bit of rest on a nice comfy bed, that makes such a big difference. So I actually feel pretty good despite not getting a long amount of rest, although I definitely would have liked to have gotten more sleep than I did. They had a very well stocked hiker box, and a very well-stocked kitchen with lots of food that people had purchased and then didn't finish. And then what happens a lot of times in these hostels is, you know, the refrigerators just like accumulate food because people will buy food while they're there and they won't finish it, and then they'll leave and then the food just stays there. And a lot of times people will write free on it if they know they're leaving and they're not able to finish it. If someone wants to make sure that nobody else eats their food, then they need to put their name on the food, and that indicates that it's not to be touched by anybody else. Anyway, but there was plenty of food that was free for the taking, and so I was able to have a very good dinner last night, and Riley was as well. There was like a whole large bowl of vegetable soup that was just made that day, and someone had put like free on it, and it was super delicious. And then there was a lot of ice cream in the freezer too that was also free, and I haven't had ice cream in quite a long time, so I got very well nourished initially with some dinner food, and then I also was able to enjoy a lot of ice cream for dessert, so I was very happy about that. And the hiker box was also very well stocked. It was actually so well stocked that I was like, well, I was actually thinking I would have preferred to not have bought so much food at the grocery store, but it's not that big a deal. I definitely could have saved some money if I hadn't purchased so much food at the grocery store. But everything I got was a pretty good value in my opinion, so I'm not upset about it. But had I known that that the hiker box was so well stocked, I definitely would have tried to do more of my resupply from the hiker box, which is totally free, rather than buying all the food that I did at the grocery store. And yeah, the hostel is just very clean. It's like a big house. They had in addition to the kitchen, they had a very nice common area, like basically a living room. Hold up, Riley. Hold up, buddy. Hold up, man. And there were like 6 other people. Riley, hold up. Riley. Oh my goodness. About 6 other people that were staying as guests last night, including 4 other northbound hikers and 1 southbound hiker. 2 of the northbound hikers are 3M and Loose Screw, who are ahead of us, and then 2 of them, the 2 others, are still at the hostel. They're hikers. Their names are Stag and Happy Feet, who I've met before on the trail, and they're gonna continue on later today. One of them is waiting on a new pair of shoes that they're expecting to, I guess, get in the mail today or something. The other thing I did is I looked up, well, one of the things I said I was going to look up was the name of that other hiker who's trying to break the age record. He's trying to break Nimblewell Nomad's record of 83 years old for hiking the AT. Hold up, Riley. And I tried to look that up and see who it was, but I wasn't able to find any information online about it, which is totally understandable because it's just like an announcement of someone who's attempting it. I did find lots of articles about Nimblewell Nomad when he actually set the record. That was a big story that was covered by a lot of a lot of media, you know, well-known media outlets. But this other guy who just announced his plans to hike, that has not yet hit the national news, which totally makes sense. I assume if and when he does succeed in his attempt, that will probably make news for a day. So anyway, so I don't know who it is, but and what I'm referring to is that when I stayed at the cabin in Andover, I mentioned this on my video yesterday, I heard from Honey that there's another hiker, I think he's about 90 years old, who's planning to hike the AT next year, and as a through hike, and if he's successful, he'll be the oldest one to ever do it. Anyway, the other thing I looked up is, I'm really rambling here. Evidently we have not started the big climb up the Bigelows yet. I think we're supposed to have like a couple miles or so of relatively flat trail before we start the big climb. Anyway, I also didn't mention I got 8 pounds of dog food, so Riley is going to be he's very well fed now from all the food that I gave him yesterday, and we're not in danger of running out of food in the near future at all for either Riley or myself, so that is wonderful. Just gives me excellent peace of mind, and my pack is definitely heavy, but I'm able to carry it. It's not breaking my back yet. It always feels better, you know, after I've had a good night's rest and I've eaten very well, so I'm sure it will start to feel much heavier like later in the day. But it is what it is. And I was about to say, another thing I looked up was when Mount Katahdin has closed in recent history. And I was able to find the closure dates all the way back to 2016. And the earliest it is closed, going back to 2016, has been October 20th. And that was in 2021 and 2022. And in all other years, it closed after. Last year, it closed on the 21st of October. So that is somewhat encouraging. It doesn't mean I'm gonna relax and just assume that they're gonna close, like not later, you know, not before the 20th, but it is a little reassuring that if we have trouble getting there by the 15th, that history is on our side, and that we might get some extra days to try to complete the hike if we need them. So that's good news. All right, so I'm here. What is your trail name, by the way?
The One.
The One. I'm here with The One. We're having an awesome conversation here. He's got a YouTube channel called Transcendent Traipsing. Transcendent Traipsing.
Yeah.
And we were just chatting about how difficult it is to have a YouTube channel and also like be responsible for everything that goes into uploading the videos.
It is hard.
In addition to hiking.
Yes.
And it's I would describe it as ridiculous, and I don't know how anybody, there must be some secret that allows some people to do it.
Well, I got to a point where like, if I want to do the videos I wanted to do, I couldn't do it. So then I'd have to start murdering them. And I murdered a couple of my videos, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. I work hard recording this content.
Yeah.
I want to show it.
Totally.
I can't murder it.
Yeah.
So then I stopped murdering my videos.
But by murder it, you mean just you don't upload
you cut it out.
Yeah,
instead of having like a nice 25-minute video with music and all the pictures, you end up having this 10-minute thing, and you're trying to catch up on days. So one day is like 10 minutes when you have like 45 minutes of awesome footage.
Totally.
You know, but you have a 10 minutes in this one day, and the next day you have 10 minutes, next day you have 10 minutes. So you get 3 days in one video, but you've murdered all that content and you've worked so hard to record it. Totally. I did like 2 of those videos and I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not murdering this. I'm working hard recording this. And when I have time, to get it together, I'll put it together, and that's what I'm doing right now. So my videos are way behind, and I'm using shorts to keep people up to date.
That's a good idea. And again, you said your trail name was
The One.
The One. And how did you get your trail name?
It was spiritual, and also I hike alone. I've been alone pretty much the whole trail.
Sure.
And I'm trying to break the matrix. My whole mission is to help people break the matrix.
Okay.
We live in this bubble.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to help people. That's the only reason why I do this channel. I'm trying to inspire people to break the matrix. It's not about me getting subscribers or being famous on YouTube. Whoever wants to watch can watch, but I'm just trying to like, hey, open your eyes, people. You are stuck in this bubble, and there's more to life than this bubble.
That's awesome, man.
That's why I do it.
So I'm guessing what you mean by being stuck in the matrix is like what that means to me is people like going about doing things that like they're expected to do that they don't really get value out of, and it's not really adding any value to that many other people, and just kind of focus on what really matters to them and what they enjoy doing, kind of like that.
We follow a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of people in society, we follow this like pre-programmed path, and we think that's all there is. You think in life that's all there is this pre-programmed path, and you got to stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Well, you know what? I jumped outside my lane, and here I am today.
Good for you.
And that's breaking the matrix.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So
it's not political. It's not religious. I'm spiritual, but it's not political. It's not religious. I mean, it's just, it's just walking in this path that gets pushed onto us, and we have to stay in our lane. Stay in your lane. And I was sick of it. It was breaking me. And I had to, I went out of my lane, and here I am.
Good for you. That's wonderful. I mean, it's all about hike your own hike, live your own life, but don't be closed to taking advice of others that might help you.
In the whole hike your own hike thing, I was so upset with that whole saying in the beginning of the trail. I'm like, come on, that's like so cliche. It's like so stupid. Like, come on, like hike your own hike, like really? But there's so much heart to that. Like you come out here and you have to literally hike your own hike.
Exactly.
The way you hike the trail is going to be totally different than what I hike the trail. What you get out of the trail is going to be totally different than what I get out of the trail. What you see is going to be totally different. It's your own experience.
Totally.
It's your own individuality, and it's a lot of truth behind that simple saying, hike your own hike.
And it's also about like, listen to what everybody says, but you don't have to, not everybody's going to have something valuable to say. So feel free to disregard something that doesn't work for you.
Exactly. That doesn't work for you. You have to find your own way to do this trail.
Totally.
So I don't know. It's been a huge eye-opening experience. It's been super amazing. Have you enjoyed that as well? The amazingness of the trail overall? I mean, you're almost done. You've only got, 140 miles to go, 150 miles to go?
I think it's more like 185, closer to that. But I'm definitely getting there. I actually hiked in 2018.
Oh wow! So you thru hiked in 2018?
I by myself. And I got my dog Riley in 2020. And ever since I got him, I've wanted to take him on a hike like this. And I just, it was literally a goal of mine to do it when I got him. And I picked this guy because I was looking for a dog that I thought would do well on a hike.
He seems great. He seems like he's happy and well nourished. Seems strong.
That's good. I appreciate that. He is strong, yes. And I finally made the decision this year to do it. I mean, I would have been happy doing it previously, in earlier years, but I was letting life get in the way, and I was kind of following.
You were letting Matrix get in the way.
You're right.
The Matrix was in the way.
I was doing stuff that I just didn't feel I was. It was stuff that I felt like I was putting more effort into it compared to the value I was receiving from it. And yeah, so I just made the decision earlier this year. I got to do this. This is like really a life goal for me.
Yeah.
So I'm accomplishing a life goal.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not, like, if I hadn't done this, I would have definitely had regrets.
Yeah.
You know, until I died.
Yeah.
And now at least I won't have this regret.
Now, when those end days come, you won't look back and say, I wish I had. Because you did.
Sure. Yeah. That's true.
That's awesome. What's your trail name?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, like the
so
artist.
Awesome
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
So awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure meeting you, the one.
Yeah.
And so so it sounds like you started in the South and now you're going back as like a flip-flop.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my trail's all blended. I totally broke the matrix of the trail too. So like I did all the way to the halfway point, ate my half-gallon ice cream at the Furnace State Park there.
Yes.
And then
I love that.
I flipped up and I did all the whites and into Vermont, and then I flipped up and did Katahdin to here. And I just got to get to Gorham, and then I go to Vermont and back to Carlisle. So it's all twisted, but I'm through hiking.
It's complicated. But...
I've got like 750 miles to go, 800 miles to go. I don't know. I don't really keep track. Somewhere in that ballpark.
That's cool.
But I hope to be done sometime around Thanksgiving. We're planning some pretty good
That's
stuff
wonderful.
That.
Oh, that would be such a wonderful time to end, because then you
pig out one last time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Pig out one last time before the matrix grabs me again and I can't eat like the way I eat out here.
Totally.
I wreck food, man. I wreck it. It's stupid. I cannot. I never ate this. Even when I was obese, I mean, I started training at 340 pounds back last September. And I'm in 230, pushing 220 now.
Okay.
And I eat more food out here.
And you said you were over 300 before?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I started the trail at 284, 286 pounds.
Okay.
And with my pack, 40 pounds, I was over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Hiking down the trail at start. Yeah. It was cray. Here I am.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was thinking yesterday, actually, a cool trail name for someone would be Peter Pan.
Peter Pan?
Because the reason I was thinking that
peanut butter they eat.
No, because I was thinking, like, being on the trail, it makes, like, at least for me, it makes me feel like a kid again.
Yeah, it does.
And that wasn't really front of mind, like,
it does
always, but I totally feel like a kid out here. Yeah. And what's, like, when you, after you've, like, reached adulthood, it's so wonderful. Like, you look back on being a kid, like, with such fond memories. Yeah. And out here, you get to feel like a kid again. Yeah. And isn't, like, I haven't seen Peter Pan in a long time, but he, like, didn't grow old, I think, in the story. So
I think so. I know the story, but I don't know if he grew old or not.
Yeah. I mean, I recall that it's like a story where he was just, like, always a boy, and he never, like, anyway. Yeah. But, What ice cream did you have for the half-gallon challenge?
Moose Tracks.
That's what I had.
Moose Tracks and black cherry.
Black cherry for your pint?
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. That's nice.
Those are my two favorites. And
did you go in, like, really hungry so that you could finish it, or?
Yeah, we didn't eat breakfast. We got there.
That's nice.
They were supposed to be up until 7. I called them like 2 days before, and we got there at 5:30 the night before. And there was a sign on the door saying closed, new hours, closed at 5. And so that really mortally wounded me.
Oh, man.
You gotta understand, dreaming about that ice cream is the only thing that kept me on trail up through all that heat.
Yeah.
And so the lady I was hiking with, Purple Knot, she's like, that's it, we're just going to the campground and we're camping here tonight. We'll come up and eat it in the morning.
That's nice.
So we camped and we had dinner that night at the campground, but then in the morning we didn't have breakfast. We came up and ate it at like noon. We slept in.
Oh, that's great. So you gave yourself some time to work up, to allow the metabolism to work up.
Yeah.
Work up.
I had no issues. I ate all my half-gallon. And then I ate a quarter of hers because she couldn't finish it. I could have polished hers off. I love ice cream. Man, I could have wrecked a gallon.
You and I are so similar.
I could have wrecked the whole gallon.
But I made the mistake of, I just thought it was going to be, because I said I hiked previously in 2018. Yeah. And I was able to do it in 2018. Yeah. But I didn't go in super hungry. Yeah. And I was actually hungrier for, like, I was just more in the mood for a regular meal. Yeah. So I had some, like, French fries before the ice cream. Yeah. And then I had Moose Tracks. Yeah. And by the time I was finished with that carton, I was already feeling like I've totally had my fill of ice cream. Yeah. I could try to do another pint, but there's no way I'm going to enjoy it. So I didn't even bother with. So I didn't even complete the half gallon.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
You still ate the whole half.
I know.
The shrinkflation half gallon.
Yeah. I mean, and it was good, but yeah, I was definitely reaching my fill, and I just didn't see any point in trying to force it down.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an ice cream connoisseur, but I want to eat it. I want to enjoy it when I eat it.
I agree. I enjoyed mine.
Yeah.
I enjoyed mine.
Cool.
It was good.
And you're going to like you said, you're going to the main roadhouse.
Yeah.
So you just have a little ways to go.
Yeah. I called them and they said, just give them a call when I get down there. Come up and get me.
That's awesome. They make a great breakfast.
And for any of you watching his videos, these conversations right here are epic. It's these conversations on the trail that stick with you for your entire life.
Yeah.
You know, he'll remember this, I'll remember this. It's the craziest thing. And like, we just bumped into each other and we started having this crazy cool conversation.
Literally, he was coming down the trail. I was like, Riley had pulled me there. And then I like stepped out right as he was coming down, and he was like, and I made a joke that I was like hiding in the shadows. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
And I didn't see him. I rarely listen to these. I have a little bit of music going really down low, and then I saw him. I was like, oh, he startled me. I was in my own little thoughts coming down the trail, but yeah, it was so nice to meet you, Van Gogh.
Absolutely.
So nice to meet you. Enjoy your hike and finish up, and send me an email. My email's attached to my YouTube. Send me an email when you get to the summit. I'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
I'd love to see that you finish.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have Transcendent Traipsing in my mind, and it's recorded in here. So
yeah, would love to see that finish.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
And I'll subscribe. Hiking with Riley.
Thank you.
I'll subscribe.
Thank you so much.
I'll check that out and love to see your content when it comes out, because I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah. And I don't do much like editing. It's very I just talk what's on my mind. Yeah. And kind of use it as my almost like my diary sort of. Yeah. And I just try to just film what's interesting and what's on my mind. Yeah. So I don't do any like, I'm not opposed to it, but I don't do any like walk by shots. I try to be, because I feel like that's sort of, you're acting for the camera. Yeah. And so I just,
no matter how hard you try not to, when you do that walk by shot, you're like trying to walk right and everything. It's the craziest thing. I've done a couple and it's like, this just don't feel right, because you're like trying to look good. Yeah,
I did do one. But also it just takes time too.
Yeah, you gotta go back and get the camera.
Exactly.
You gotta set up the tripod. Yeah. It's so much easier to just flip the camera on and go. So.
Yeah. So this is the one, Transcendent Traipsing. So great conversation.
See you guys later. Yep. Thank you.
Mr. Riley, it's okay, buddy. There's a snake right there. Not sure. All right, stay there. Stay there, buddy. Right there. I don't think that's a... Riley, no, back away, Riley. I don't think that's a poisonous snake. I think that's a garter snake, or... I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I don't think it's a poisonous snake. I don't think the rattlesnakes and copperheads are present this far north. All right, hold up, buddy. Yep, right there. Riley, back away, buddy. Yep, okay. Got a steep descent here. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna start by throwing my poles down. Riley, stay there, buddy. Stay there. Riley, no. Riley, no, that is not gonna work. You get back up here, buddy. No, sir. Stay there, Riley. Riley, come here, buddy. Just stay calm, Riley. Riley, stay calm, buddy. Stay calm. Stay there, Riley. Oh, man. Stay there, Riley. Hold up. Oh, buddy. All right. The pack is through. I'm holding on to this tree. Stay there, Riley. You're fine, buddy. Stay there. And I'm going to back up here. You're fine. No, stay here. And Riley is tangled, so that's not good. Let's Get back up here, Riley. Alright, that's better. Stay there, Riley. Alright, so we got some ledges here. You can come down here, Riley. There you go. Stay there, Riley. Stay there. Thank goodness I can hold on to these trees here. Riley, stay there. Stay there. Do not move, Riley. Don't move. Stay there, buddy. Stay there. Once I get down, then Riley can basically do what he wants and I can help support him. But just stay. Hold up, buddy. Stay there, Riley. There we go. My feet are down. All right, buddy. Stay there, Riley. Hold up. I would like to get untangled before you do anything, Riley. No, stay there. Okay, you can come down. Come on. Good boy, Riley. Good boy. Well done. Well done, sir. Riley, hold up. Stay there. It continues to be a beautiful day. We've had a very long, extended uphill climb. And then it flattened out a bit. And now we're descending. And I was thinking we were going to get to a lean-to called the Horns Lean-to, which I remember staying at in 2018, and it was a very cold night that night. So cold that I believe I actually set my tent up in the shelter. But we haven't reached the lean-to yet. I'm inclined to take a break soon and check my guidebook. But my pack is really heavy, and we've been doing a lot of uphill. But I am so well nourished and well fed from the stay last night, and I'm so encouraged that we have lots of good food on me that I've just been able to like hike through it without the difficulty. Like, it's been difficult, but not sure what the right word is. It just seems much more doable today, given that my stomach is happy, and also I'm not worried about, you know, running out of food. I'm actually looking forward to just whenever we end the day, looking forward to, you know, eating a lot of food. And if I'm hungry, of course. I'm not actually hungry right now because we're still somewhat early in the day. But I feel like I can basically easily eat, you know, more than I would usually eat for the next several days, and I don't feel at all worried about running too low on food. So I feel like the food in my pack is gonna last Riley and I until at least, well, I'm thinking it will last us until we get to Munson, which is about 75 miles from here. And I'm thinking we can eat very well. Like, I'm not worried about having to ration it. So I'm thinking we can actually like just eat more than we normally would and still have plenty of food to get to Munson. All right, so what is this? Horns Pond Trail, Junction Fire Wardens Trail, Stratton Brook Pond. Okay. AT Main Highway 27, that's where we came from. Horns Pond Lean-Tos, 0.2 miles. Okay, that's... I was right to expect that we should be approaching it very soon, and we're only 0.2 away. We're not stopping in there, but it's a good landmark. Because I knew once we got there, we've done about 5 miles on the day, so... Now once we get beyond it, then that means we're doing 5+. I bet, there's Riley. I bet no one can see what I see right now. I see a frog. But I can see it because it used to be right there where Riley was, and it was jumping. And now it is all still. It's not moving right now. And it's very well camouflaged. Very well camouflaged. It's like green. So it blends right in with the moss. Here, let me get closer. Riley, come here, buddy. It'll probably jump. See? It's right there. Cute, beautiful frog. It is just standing or sitting so still. There you go. Nice jump. I think that frog is really pretty. Like just the body, just how like proportioned everything is. It's like a little tank. Very cool. Riley's just curious. He's not interested in hurting the frog. He just likes to get up close and see it. So cool. I see frogs every once in a while, and I think they're pretty cool. So we are hiking on past the lean-to. We got to the lean-to, or the side trail to the lean-to, and then met a couple weekend hikers, day hikers that were from Texas actually, and they're doing a hiking trip up here in Maine. And got to talk to a guy. It's a guy and his dad. So got to talk to them, and they said they're planning to go up to Mount Katahdin tomorrow and hike Katahdin before they head back. And now we're hiking on. So we have a little uphill here. We're going to be climbing to one of the peaks. It's called the Horn. And then after that, we have a downhill and then another uphill, and that next uphill is going to be, I think, the west peak of Bigelow Mountain. But some people I've seen, yeah, there's side trails around here where people can take the side trails to do like the entire, what's called the Bigelow Range, which the AT doesn't cover the entire Bigelow Range. It just covers a portion of it, I believe. Yes, sir, Riley. Can I help you? You're drooling, Riley. Why are you drooling? All right, so we have made it to Bigelow Mountain South Horn. We passed a side trail that led to the North Horn. I guess 0.3 back, but we did not take the side trail. And now we are at the South Horn. And then in 2.1 miles, we get to Bigelow Mountain West Peak. And one of the things I got at the store in Stratton that Jen drove me to when I got there was a pack of Jolly Ranchers. And these are tropical flavored Jolly Ranchers First time I've ever had tropical flavored Jolly Ranchers. I did not know that they made these. So this is golden pineapple, and there's also lime and mango and one other flavor that I'm not sure about. Oh, and look at the view over there. Supposed, ow, Riley. Riley I bumped my leg into Riley, and it was exactly in the spot where I have a little tender spot. I've heard many people say that Bigelow Mountain provides the best views of anywhere on the trail. And I agree, there are very good views, and this is a very good day for such views. That could very well be the West Peak that we're hiking to. Could very well be. Right. Okay. I guess they want us to go down this. That's what they want us to do. Right, come on. You coming down, Riley? Come on. Wait. Good job. Slow down. Good job. Way to go, Riley. Good job. All right, we just got above tree line, and I believe we are approaching the west peak of Bigelow Mountain. Right up there, and there's a person up there. There is a person, a human being, Riley. All the way up here. Still got a little ways to go. But we'll be there in the not too distant future. And the sunset behind me is very nice. Very nice. I have already looked. Hold up, buddy. Hold up, buddy. Almost. Let me turn around. That's the sunset. Lots of lakes off to our right. I know, Riley. Oh, it's okay, Riley. Hold up, buddy. It'll be nice to get up there where the other humans are. Hold up, buddy. Hold up, Riley. Hold up. I know, Riley. Hey, it's okay, Riley. Riley, me first. Hold up, buddy. Hold up. Ugh. Riley, hold up, buddy. So we need to climb up here, I guess. We need to climb up here, Riley. They want us to climb up. Riley, oh, buddy, calm down. Calm down. It's okay, Riley. Stop whining. Riley, no, no, no. This way, come on. Riley, jump. This way. Up, up, up. There you go. There you go, Riley. It's okay, buddy. There we go. Straight up the mountain, Riley. Riley, hold up, buddy. Hey, you. Hold up. You're wagging your tail, buddy. Hold up, buddy. Riley, hold up. Yeah, well, don't let me
no.
delay you on your awesome pictures here.
No worries at all. Where you, so I'm guessing you're doing the pull-through hike?
Yeah, that's our goal.
Where's
that's
your home?
I'm from Columbia, Maryland, near Washington, D.C.
All right, I was born in Fairfax, Virginia.
Nice.
So,
I've lived in Northern Virginia also, like in Ashburn.
Nice. And we have
it's like my
great
backyard.
family friends who live in Ashburn.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Small world.
It really is. How you been finding your time up on trail? Is this your first through hike, or are you experienced?
I hiked in 2018.
Okay. Both AT also?
The AT, yeah.
Nice.
I haven't done CDT or PCT.
Fair enough.
But this is first long hike with Mr. Riley here.
Awesome.
He was born in 2019,
Awesome.
and I got him in 2020.
You like doing this stuff, I take it?
Does he like doing
Yeah.
that? Yeah, but he's just such a people dog.
Yep. Yeah.
I was gonna say people person, but he's a people dog.
Yeah.
He gets all his energy from hiking with, meeting other people, hiking with other people.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He can go like, his energy is just like almost unlimited. Yeah. When there's people around.
It helps drag you.
Oh, the sun just dipped below the mountain there.
Just dipped down.
That's
yeah.
nice.
What a glorious color that is.
Yeah. And the trees,
I know.
it's like, this is fall here.
Yep. It really is. Yeah,
Where's Sugarloaf from here?
It's that one there.
That one, the big one straight ahead?
Ski scars
Nice.
on it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yep.
Sweet.
Work there, and the last hurrah. Winter's around the corner. But
Yeah, is your season? Oh no, you're like, do you work there during the ski season?
Year round.
Nice.
So
nice.
able to luck out and have a year round position for him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, it's this is my favorite month of the year to be up here is September, and I mean the 4 days that we're currently in for where the leaves are at are just, you can't beat it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And the ponds, like there's like hardly any ponds on this side.
Yeah.
But there's like gazillion ponds over
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna reach the land of the lakes next.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not many more mountains between here and Katahdin, I don't think.
Thank goodness.
I know, I'm sure.
Thank goodness.
End with this one, and then some hills, and then the big one.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I've had my fill of mountains.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so
it's a commendable journey that you're on right now.
yeah, thank you, man. What's your name?
Nathaniel.
Nice to meet you, Nathaniel. I'm Scott.
Scott.
Trail name is Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Like
Love
the
it.
artist, I was told I have a little resemblance.
You know, I didn't pick that out immediately, but once it was said, I can see it. So.
Cool. But I have both ears, of course.
All right, hey, that's a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you go by Nathaniel, not Nate.
Sometimes
Yeah,
Nate.
sometimes
not
Nate.
Nathan.
I call you Nate.
Not Nathan.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Introduce myself as Nathaniel, and then
Nice.
if people decide to go to Nate, then I'm like,
Fine with it.
I'm just not Nathan. I have never been okay with
That's
Nathan.
I know another Nathaniel who's the same way.
Yeah. It's a different name.
Yeah,
Both
okay.
can get abbreviated to Nate, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Just never was a Nathan. I am a Nate sometimes.
Those are your backpacks up there? I'm
Yeah,
guessing?
we have our backpacks up there, and I
Cool.
think most of the stuff's out of the trail, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry if there's something in the way.
No, I'm not. That's not why I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Riley, we should be on our way, man. It's windy.
He's like,
it's
look
chilly.
At this view.
I know.
Are you catching the whole trip on GoPro? Is that the goal? The good clips.
The scenic parts.
I have a little YouTube channel.
Nice. What is it?
Called Hiking with Riley.
Okay.
Because that's my dog, Riley.
Yeah.
I just started it before the hike.
Nice.
Because my goal was to bring Riley out here, and yeah, it's just a small YouTube channel. I just like to talk about what's going through my head. That's all.
That was.
So I just turn it on when there's something interesting, and this is a great view.
Hell yeah, sure. No, one of my buddies in college did during 2020 when COVID was all happening, came out and did the thru hike, and he started a podcast during that. And it was sort of that same thing of just like, you know, whatever, except without the visual, but whatever was on his mind, and I tuned into it, and it was fascinating just hearing throughout the journey and how it changed throughout the journey too.
His chain of consciousness of being alone.
Yeah, I'll make sure to check it out for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. What's the name of the podcast?
His was, I believe, Walking and Talking.
Okay, sweet.
His name was Ryan.
Cool.
Yeah, Walking and Talking, and it was from 2020. So
very cool.
Yeah,
I'll remember that. Yeah, it's on video now. So
I'll got it on.
And it's easy to remember.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's probably 2 or 3 with that name, but it's in the description. It'll be about the AT. So
sweet.
Yeah.
What kind of camera is that? That is
an
a
R5.
nice camera.
Yep, it's I do the photo video work for Sugarloaf, so I'm stealing the Sugarloaf
That's good.
nice work camera tonight.
Nice
to get up here.
Yeah, you probably have really good magnification on that.
Yep.
With that,
Yeah. So the sunset, when the sun was going down with all the different layers and colors, I was like, gotta get the zoom lens on here.
Sweet.
Yeah. Try and get some, I don't know.
Yeah.
Quite the sunset for some pictures. So.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Riley's just ready to like camp here tonight.
She sees that view and she's like, all right, I'm done. This is it. A little windy for me, but.
I know. So how long of a hike do you have down to get to your car?
A couple hours down.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so you'll probably do some little hiking in the dark?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna stay up here until the stars are out, and then.
Oh wow.
And then head down.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah, I mean.
That's good.
You know, when you're already up here for sunset, wait an extra 45 minutes and get the stars.
Well, I am not going to be up here for the stars.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna encourage Riley to come with me.
Awesome.
But
well, it was great meeting you today.
Likewise.
Good luck the rest of your journey.
Yep, thank you so much.
I can't wait to check out the YouTube channel.
Thank you. And what's your name?
Sam.
Sam? Nice to meet you, Sam, as well. Yep, thank you. All right, come on, Riley. This is the hard part because he loves people so much. So I have to just like drag him a little bit.
We can pretend to walk if you need.
Yeah, but it'll
stop as soon as
it's just pushing the goalposts.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So come on, buddy. Come on, Riley. It's okay. There we go. I just need to give him a little tug.
Moving, the momentum starts.
It takes a little work, but it's all right. Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Have a good night, guys. Yep.
Tonight.
Thank you. Yep. Come on, Riley. Well, those 2 individuals seem like very nice people. Very nice to have a conversation with them. I know, Riley. It's okay. That is a Karen, Riley. That's a Karen. Come on. Up we go, Riley. Up we go, Riley. Riley, come on. Don't worry about it. Come on. Riley, come on. No, get out of there. Hey, Riley. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Riley, come on, buddy. Come on. Watch out. Watch out. Riley, come on. Okay. Here we go, Riley. Come on, buddy. So it looks like the official summit is right up here where the sign is. And they informed me that there's a campsite 0.3 ahead. It seems like I should just take that campsite because it is getting dark right now. And just continue to tackle the trail tomorrow with a fresh day and a good night's sleep. Come on, buddy. Let's get up to this summit here and get on down to this campsite and get off this friggin' mountain. Yes, Appalachian Trail Bigelow Mountain, West Peak, elevation 4,150 feet, MAGC. So this is one of the last big mountains that we need to climb before Katahdin, I believe. I've been told that by several people. I am looking forward to some easier terrain. Hopefully that bears out, but anyway, let's just get off this mountain and we'll check in later once we settle down for the night. But it's definitely windy and it's chilly. Actually, I'll just film this for a little bit longer. This is a nice walk. Okay. Riley, stop pulling me. All right, that's good. It seems like we're getting under tree line, like right away. So that's wonderful. By the way, that mountain right in front of us, I'm guessing that might be Little Bigelow. Just a guess. I know there's something called Little Bigelow not too far ahead in my AWOL guide, and that's the next mountain that I see. So who knows, but just a thought. All right, so I gotta tell this story real quick. There's this hiker named Alpine that passed us a while back while Riley and I were sitting down taking a break, and it was literally just like maybe an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago, and I was just hiking down after talking with Nathaniel and Sam, and I saw someone coming up the trail and going southbound, and it was Alpine. And so he got to the campsite down there, which is just a few tenths of a mile away, but it's a steep descent here. I'm doing it real slow to be nice and careful. Come on, Riley. And it's a chilly night. Are you coming, Riley? So he got all the way down to the campsite, set up his tent, and then he's hiking back up with his headlamp because he wants to see the stars tonight. And I think that's really awesome for him. I think that's really awesome. That is because this is not, I mean, it's not a super long distance, but it is not an easy hike with this the steep elevation change. But obviously, that's what makes viewing the stars up there so wonderful, that it's it's so high up. So he's gonna wait till it gets dark and get some good views of the stars, and then once he's content, he's gonna hike back on down and get in his tent and go to sleep. And he said he's the only one down there, so yeah, most likely Riley and I are gonna be joining him, because as you can see, it is definitely getting dark now.
All right, hello, good evening. Riley and I are now in our tent. Just want to close out the day. We've been in our tent for a while, and I actually fell asleep earlier and then just woke up. And it's about 11, a little after 11 o'clock now. So yes, we did stop at the campsite. It's called, on far out, it's called Bigelow Col Campsite. But in the AWOL guide, it's called Avery Memorial Campsite. But it's called Bigelow Col because this
like we're basically in a little valley area between Bigelow Mountain West Peak and then also another peak called, I believe it's called Avery Peak. And so this is referred to as a col. And I guess it's just a little kind of depression area, kind of similar to a gap, but it's still pretty high up. I think we're about 3,800 feet elevation. It's just a little less elevation than where we were previously on the peak, and it is below tree line. And we're nice and warm now because I have all my clothes on, and I've been in my sleeping bag for a while. But when I was getting the tent set up, it was really cold. It just got cold all of a sudden. It was chilly when we were up on the peak earlier, talking to Nathaniel and Sam. But then it just felt like it got really just took another 10 degrees or something. It just got really cold. It felt really cold. So thank goodness we have all our clothes on and they're all dry. And yeah, it's good to be warm and able to enjoy a nice restful night. So in terms of mileage, we are at mile 2017.0, and we started at main route 27, which was 2009.0, so we hiked 8.0 miles today exactly. So it's not a lot of miles, but we did accomplish a good amount in terms of getting over some significant mountains. Tomorrow we will we'll start off with a steep climb up Avery Peak, but it's only 0.4 miles or so to get up to the peak, and then we'll have a steep descent that goes on for a while, and then the rest of the day it seems like we won't have any we'll definitely have some climbs, but it doesn't seem like we'll have anything quite as steep as we had today. So hopefully that means we can hike a little bit faster, and hopefully we can get off to a good early start and have a good day tomorrow. So there's a few other people at this campsite. So Alpine's here, and then also the other two hikers, Happy Feet and Stag. They caught up to us while we were descending from the peak earlier. And Happy Feet and Stag, they actually, I've seen them multiple times. The first time I saw them was in the White Mountains at the shelter, Eliza Brook Shelter. So the night that Riley and I had our terrible experience climbing up South Kinsman Mountain in the dark, in the rain, when we got soaked and we were extremely cold, and then we got turned around and hiked all the way back to Eliza Brook Shelter. Happy Feet and Stag were sleeping on the right side of the shelter, and I think her name was something Mama, Hiker Mama or something. She was on the left side of the shelter, and so anyway, so that was the first time we met, and then we've crossed paths since a few times, and
then we saw each other last night again and this morning at the hostel, because they were both at the main Roadhouse hostel. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'll say good night and hope everyone's doing well, and Riley and I will check in tomorrow. So bye for now.